Whoa, hey, everybody. I'm back. It is me, Zane Holt, aka Wolf Brother, as my superhero persona. I am Nightman, and as my sorry. As I was saying, and as my superhero persona, Nightman, I was out again tonight, slaying the creatures of the night, with my trusty friend, and companion, Tiger Claw. And as usual, I was out there in the night, chasing away evil creatures, slaying demons and succubus and incubi, slaying horrid vampires, and evil renegade werewolves, and zombies, ghouls, genetic freaks and experiments, horrible genetic things gone wrong, bug-eyed greys, those friggin' little bug-eyed aliens. Well, the renegade ones anyways, I was chasing them away. For being a superhero, I am possessed of many skills in combat, and, of course, in magic. For I have great mental powers and dexterity, and all kinds of altered senses and perceptions and abilities beyond your wildest dreams. For I am Nightman. And in addition to chasing away all the horrid creatures that exist, and of course, I always oust and slay the lizards, and forevermore let's keep the lizards out of power. When not confronting supernatural creatures, I am, however, keeping the peace in the neighborhood locally, and, taking out criminals, people that are up to no good, protecting the public, doing all kinds of public services as well. It's a very busy life, and not always easy being a real-life superhero. Right now, covering me, Boy Blunder, who you may have seen in an earlier speech, and you will perhaps see a lot more of him. Well, Boy Blunder, my sidekick and trainee in training, is out there tonight just doing some neighborhood watch. So I came here, of course, to do my speech. And I am here once more, Zane Holt, aka Wolf Brother, as Nightman. And I am taking over from Captain Canada, my other superhero alias and alter ego, to read and continue with this life-changing, world-changing speech, promoting love and opening up people's perceptions and sense of wonder for the planet and creating inspiration. And I believe that people should be who they want to be, and everyone should feel free to achieve their dreams. Whatever your dreams are, never give up on them, for this is very important. I want everyone to remember this. And I think that everybody should help, love, support, share what they can afford to share, mentor, teach, and lift each other up. For this is how we can create. This is how we can co-create a better world, a better earth now. Gotta ease and calm down, use my meditative skills. It was a very busy night tonight. One particular horrid alien had to be slain. Now, life can sometimes be trying and difficult, and we are often challenged. Sometimes we may feel in need of a change, especially when we feel unhappy with something that we are doing or a situation that we perhaps have created for ourselves. Sometimes unexpected things happen, and we are presented with a negative or a difficult circumstance. In such cases, it is, I believe, important that we remember that we have three choices. We can, 1, get ourselves out of or remove ourselves from situation or problem. 2, we can attempt to confront and or change the situation. And finally, if we have to, we accept and make peace with the situation, but in such circumstances, this is important, I want everyone to remember this, let's always remember to look for, think up, and keep trying, never give up, to find solutions or ways to make things better. And I give thanks. I would like to give thanks for every good person, for every one of you who have good in their hearts. And I am grateful. I am grateful to live in a world of endless variety, with every kind of race and religion. And I recognize everyone, past, present, and future. And to all of those amazing people who are yet to be born. And I love and am grateful for all the amazing people with all their unique styles. And isn't Elton John just amazing? Doesn't he have an amazing fashion sense? And Lady Gaga and Katy Perry and Smiley Cyrus. Need I go on? Let's be grateful for all these eccentric and amazing people. Let's all ourselves never be afraid to be unique individuals. And I stand here amazed and grateful for all the amazing cultures and all of their contributions made to clothes, food, architecture, painting, music, tools, instruments, and all forms of art, and of course artistic expression. And to every eccentric, super eccentric people and persons out there, well, I want to say, hats off to you. Oops. Don't want anyone to see my bald spot. Well, looks like I revealed it. Hold on one sec. Always falling off. So let's all be grateful and appreciative of all nations and all contributions. Let's, all of us good people, hold together. And together, let's work on finding solutions. Solutions that will move us collectively as a human race. While the solutions that will move us forward toward a better world, and one that is at peace. And know this, there is unlimited potential buried in the collective heart of the human race. There is a spark that we can all collectively find, a spark that we can ignite, an explosion of unlimited and presently buried potential, unlimited potential and unlimited love, unlimited and unconditional love. Whew. Like Katy Perry sings about. Dare to be great. Find love in another, a soul-sought mate. Share all that you are. Make others feel great. Hold your hand out to a brother, a sister, a friend. Take time on the long way. Look around the next bend. Pray for experience. For fascination, a flame shining bright. Burn with your freedom, take pride in a name, and know in the long run that a life is a game. Do it your own way, go how you may. Through every season, know there is always a reason. Always remember the important things that count in the end. It's family, a loved one, it's friends, memories of the best times as years roll onwards. It's not just a striving or test, it's what's in your nature, it's all of your best. It's all of those you help. Hold up as a strengthening belt. Reach out to and listen. In the sunlight we glisten. Everything a miracle. Leave no room for hate. For anger the hour's now late. Dare to transcend. Dare to be great. Dare to be great. And being Nightman, I have some fascinating discoveries and things I've learned and facts to present to all of you. Here is my first schematic, and don't worry, in the near future, as I get my holograph machine working again, well, all this will be holographic. But for now, these complex schematics, I will try to make them understandable. This represents the 3 tiers of reality. Here we have this physiosphere. It is the realm of the physical. All things physical, all matter and energy, all physical reality. Here we have the biosphere. It is a realm of life. It is all of life, all living things, all life forms. This is evolution, from form to life. 2, the noosphere. This is the realm of consciousness. It is all things of the mind, contemplative things as well, a realm of thoughts, ideas, and conscious contemplation. The noosphere. These are 3 tiers of reality that make up reality. Here, another complex schematic is our universe once more. Here, dark energy, 73% of the universe is made of dark energy that cannot be directly seen or experienced. And also, 23% cold dark matter. Together, all of this cannot be directly seen, but this makes up most of what the universe is. Most is dark energy, followed by a good chunk of cold dark matter. And within the realm of physical things that can be more observed and measured more easily, we have the atoms, a realm of over 200 subatomic particles. They make only 4% of the universe. And of this, we can only see the smallest percentage. Even with all of our instruments, and below that, our visual eyes hardly see anything at all. This is our universe, and most of it, we don't know what it is, and we cannot see it. Here are the 3 eyes. The 3 eyes that I'm always talking about. The 3 eyes of knowledge. People have 3 eyes or modes of attaining knowledge. Here is the eye of flesh, the science. The realm of the empirical, the measurable, the quantifiable, things that can be observed and measured. Here is the eye of contemplation, including all of religions, and better yet, spirituality, developing a spiritual relationship toward all things. The contemplative eye of contemplation is the realization how you are connected to everything around you, how we are all fragments of the universe becoming self-aware of itself. Here is the eye of reason and mind, all thoughts and thought forms, things that come from the mind, that give rise to things of science. All 3 spheres are interrelated. These are the 3 eyes, the spheres of knowledge. All eyes, though, have been contaminated by the ego. Once more, the eye of flesh, things of science, the physical, the eye of contemplation, the spiritual, the eye of reason, things of the mind, and in between, a big, vast chunk of unknown things that which I would call metaphysical or paranormal. Paranormal, something that I have vast experiences dealing with on a regular basis. And next schematic. Here are the forces, fundamental forces that make up physical reality within the realm of the physical, or the flesh, the eye of flesh. So we have electromagnetic force, electricity and magnetism, the strong nuclear force. This, the strong nuclear force, is the power behind suns and stars which give birth to everything in the universe. Here's the weak nuclear force, which is radioactive decay, weaker force with subatomic particles. And here's the gravitational force, gravity. These 4 are the fundamental forces. Here we have matter and energy in space and time. And in order for matter and energy to come together with space and time, in order for calculations to come together, and in order for physicists and scientists to form better quantifiable facts and figures of reality, they've had to invent or have come up with the theory of 10 or 11 space-time dimensions. This helps matter and energy and space and time come together, something that Einstein is struggling with most of his life. And something that scientists and physicists are still working on solving today. Bringing these forces together, making everything mix or gel. Here is something else that's very interesting. It is theorized that our universe is not the only universe, and we do in fact live in what is called a multiverse. So, this is the multiverse. May be difficult for you to read or see, but I'll go through it. Here's the multiverse. This is a quilted multiverse. A quilted multiverse is every possible event will occur an infinite number of times. Next down is the inflationary multiverse. It is composed of various pockets where inflation fields collapse and form universes. Here we have the Brand multiverse. The Brand multiverse. All universes travel or are found within three-dimensional brands that exist with many others. Particles are bound to these respective brands except for gravity. This is the cyclical down here. Number 4, multiverse. The cyclical multiverse has multiple brands, each a universe that collided causing big bangs. The universes bounce back and forth, they pass through time until they are pulled back together and again collide, destroying the old contents and creating them anew. Here we have landscape. Landscape, number 5, multiverse. A landscape multiverse is made up of quantum fluctuations that drop the shapes to a lower energy level, creating a pocket with a different set of laws from the surrounding space. Then we have quantum below, quantum multiverse. A quantum multiverse is formed from a diversion in events, timelines, quantum. And number 7, holographic multiverse, which is a surface area of space can simulate the volume of a region, the holographic number 7 multiverse. Then there's 8. One second. Whoop. Number 8, down here, number 8, which is also known as a simulated multiverse. It exists on a complex computer screens that simulate entire universes. The universe is a computer. Here is the ultimate theory of a multiverse. Every mathematically possible universe under different laws of physics exists. Every kind of universe you can ever imagine, right here. These are the main multiverses. But there's something more. Here, these are more multiverses. These multiverses come from the realm of the mind. They are multiverse hypotheses in philosophy and logic. And, one second, I'm a little disorganized, as all geniuses are, but, one sec. Here we have a modal realism on multiverse, which means every possible world, all possible worlds exist just as real as our actual one. Every kind of universe exists. Here's a trans-world identity multiverse. Identical objects in different possible worlds. It's a counterpart theory to another one. But all different kinds of objects exist in all the worlds. Fictional realism. Fictional realism states because fictions exist, fictional characters exist as well. All created fictions exist somewhere. That's the fictional realism. You can tell now how crazy our world and reality actually is. But that's not quite finished yet, because there's just a couple other things that I need to go through. Here, down here, we have cyclic theory. Cyclic theory, in several theories, there's a series of infinite self-sustaining cycles, such as an eternity of big bangs going on. An eternity of big bangs, bubble universe. Here's M-theory down here. M-theory. M-theory is 10 or 11 space-time dimensions. Now we're talking about all kinds of different dimensions. Then there's black hole cosmology, that all universes come out. Observable universe is the interior of a black hole existing as one of possibly many inside a larger universe. This is a black hole cosmology. Then there's religious and mythical cosmology. All religions and myths and mythologies have common traits and things shared, and many of them talk about other dimensions, other worlds, and other realities. There are 4 conditions here that make us human. Our id, or our animal natures, our higher self, or spiritual self, our conscious self, in other words. And down here, ego, which is a false sense of self. And then there's love, which true love is unconditional. These conditions together help make us human. Here is you. This is your true self. But over here you have your ego with the fangs. This is a negative or made-up sense of self. True self, your made-up self. Here is a transition. Part of our evolution as a species. This is id, the primal feelings, the passions, the desires, fears, hatreds, anger, animal instincts, id. Over here is ego. This is a false sense of self. It's made up of hurts, pains, discomforts, dissatisfaction. It's a made-up sense of self. These two are more primitive. We're evolving past this. We have to, if we want to, continue to exist as a species. Here's what most of us are. Over here is a spiritual self, or a spiritual human. A higher human. Something that's happening right now. As the world becomes more conscious, we're evolving towards this. Here is a progression from id, unconscious nature, to ego, which is the made-up sense of self, to true self, a spiritual self, a conscious self, a soul self. Here, in another schematic, id to ego, to true self, spiritual human, soul self. Here are 4 threats to our continued survival as human beings. Fear, number 1, fear. Number 2, hatred. Number 3, greed. And 4, ignorance. These 4 things are continued threats. They come from ego, and they are threats to our survival. Here, are 4 problems or dysfunctions of our civilization. Id, our primal unconscious instincts and desires. Ego, the false sense of self related to unconscious thinking. Here's unconscious thinking itself. Being unaware and controlled by your negative thoughts. Also, self-projecting one's own hatreds and insecurities upon everyone around one's person. Another problem is the caveman principle. As human beings, the caveman principle states we have not changed significantly in the approximately 2 million years of our evolution. Here's an example of someone who's unconscious. See, he can't see barely past his nose. Not seeing or unconscious. Unconscious thinking is made up of limited thinking, categorizing, dismissing, not seeing, being blinded by unconscious thinking, not paying attention, and missing miracles, the miracles of everything around us, the miracles of existence itself, of love, life, and existence. Whoop. Here, once more. Id to ego, to most of us, to spiritual selves, to limitless potential. There's a limitless potential behind all of humanity. We have great, despite all the horrible things that we've done and continue to do, despite all the problems we have with id and ego in this day and age, there is in fact unlimited potential for all of humanity if we can but learn of this truth. Eventually we want to become one with life, the universe, existence, love, and God. There are 3 choices I wanted to mention when confronted by bad situations. 1, you can get ourselves out of or remove ourselves from the situation. 2, we can confront and change the situation. And 3, we must make peace with the situation while continually trying to perhaps achieve one of the or both of these things. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. My suggestion for everyone when bad things happen and we're confronted with awkward, difficult, or uncomfortable circumstances or situations. This is an example of ego dominations in society, or some reasons why our world is so messed up. There's the psychopathic killers, which are tragic rarities. There's psychotic individuals, which are 1 in 100, a tragic part of society. There's ego-ruled individuals that need to be pitied. And there's negative people that just need help and positivity. There's people who have been hurt, they need help and positivity. There are having a bad day people, they need positiveness. And there's all of us, and sometimes all of us, even myself, Nightman, sometimes we all need help. That's why Boy Blunder helps me. And here's how to deal with angry, negative, ego-ruled, psychotic, and unconscious individuals. 1, we can avoid them. 2, we get ourselves away from these individuals. 3, we be fearless. Fearless like me. Well, even I get scared. But we can all get past our fears and become brave. So be fearless, or at least act brave, assertive, and confident. Confident. Even if you have just acted, be confident. Be non-reactive. Report them and be a whistleblower and contact the authorities, seek out the media, and seek help. This is how we deal with angry, negative, ego-ruled, psychotic, and unconscious individuals. Unfortunately, all of these very unconscious individuals do create problems in society, the world, as witnessed by all the conflicts everywhere that are happening everywhere today. Here are some steps in order to achieve your dreams. 1's visualizing, 2's dreaming big. We must have big dreams. 3 is living in the now, in the present. 4 is setting goals. 5 is taking all those steps. Lots of steps and goals. But all the time believing in yourself, believing in your dream. You must have big dreams that will keep you going. And being brave. We must all of us help each other to be brave. And Lady Gaga would have this advice. Beautiful Lady Gaga would also be saying the same thing, I am sure. Here is how to relate to the universe. This is you. This is the universe. Much bigger than you. You being positive. You must visualizing. Through visualizing, dreaming big, living in the now, the present, setting goals, taking all those steps, believing in yourself, believing in your dream, being brave. This over here is the universe, and it's going to go to work for you to make your dreams come true. Woo! Okay, lots of schematics, lots that I went through. And now I'm apparently going to have to continue next time. But until then, this is Nightman. Someone may need my help. So with Tiger Claw and my other friend, Poseidon, this is Nightman saying I will be with you again shortly. Good day, goodbye, I am off.